everyone, and time for another version of Better Call Art. And today I'd like to speak about two tips that I use when I'm email prospecting. So this will be one of the first videos I've done where I've had to share my screen. So please bear with me because I really don't want to do another retake. I'm also going to need to put my glasses on to see the screen. But I'll give you a little backdrop before I get to that screen. Account that's in, not a suspect that's in my CRM. I had kept in touch with them, never was able to get the email address for some reason, nor had the website in there for some reason. So I made a phone call, and usually when I make a phone call and I don't get a hold of somebody, I want to follow up with an email. And in that subject line, I want to use, "Sorry, I missed you," because I did call, didn't get anybody. I did miss you, but I've also read that "Sorry, I missed you" will get a higher open rate than follow up, "How are you?" Some of the mundane, boring stuff that people tend to use in the subject line of emails. So going back, what I did was I did a Google on the company. I found their site. So right now we're going to transfer, or I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go to the site. And right now up on my screen, you're going to see the name of the company. And what I want to find out is I want to find out the email address. I've already gone through the site. There is no email address on here. Most times you'll go to Contact Us, and on the Contact Us screen, look at that. There's the email address right on the contact screen. So it's actually the info at, but at least it's a good start. But what I wanted to show you is that sometimes you can actually get a different email address or something with the person's name on it. And how you get that is you right-click on the website, you go to View Source Page. You'll now see that source page change to a bunch of HTML code. You want to hit on your keyboard, Control F for find. You'll see a little find bar come up here where I got my mouse, and I type in the @ sign. The @ sign, of course, is in every email address. So when I type that @ sign in, then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hit my down arrow, and you're going to see there's one instance. And if you go over to here, it says @context. That's not what I'm looking for. I look at @ID, @type. I'm not looking for either one of those. I go for my third one, which isn't giving me anything extra than what I already told you about. The @ sign, the @ sign, another @ sign. I'm going to go to number 4. Now, number 4, the page has changed, but you'll see, I'm sorry, we have info at chiaffaconstruction.com. So it gave me the same one that was on the screen that I saw, but in some instances you can get, if you don't see the email address on that Contact Us screen, you can actually do what I did, do the View Source Page and then put the find the @ sign in. Because when somebody fills out the information on a Contact Us page, that in most cases, that information is getting emailed to a pretty prominent user at that company. So that's the first tip. It's helped me out quite a few times to get an email address. And now I'm going to switch back over to, where am I going to switch back over to? I'm going to switch back over to me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up another page that I can go over to. And now I am going to, I don't even know if that went back to me. I don't think it did. But now I'm going to go back to Google, and Google should now be highlighted. And another thing I've learned is that you can go into, you can search somebody's name and put these quotes. I'm going to go back. So I'm going to type in my name. And then I'm going to put in the quote, email, quote. I think those are quotes. And what I'm going to do from there is I'll hit the enter. But what the quotes do is the quotes are basically telling Google, hey, anything where you see Arthur post, and I'm specifically looking for email. If you see that, pull it up in the responses here. So on this one, I pulled it up. And as you'll see, it goes through a bunch of Arthur posts. And but what you'll see in here is email address is in bold. Arthur post, bold, email, bold, bold. So it says it found 5 addresses on this other site. But usually what you'll do, if that email address is listed, right, you'll actually see it turn up somewhere on this, and you don't have to go to the site. You'll see Arthur post, and then you'll see the email address. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try a post, because sometimes I go by a post, and we'll see what happens on here. So right now it says included results for a post, but we're going to go down. And I'm thinking, since it didn't bring up a lot of results, my name is pretty unique. Art post. Post is as in threads or posts on website, and art can be art or artistic or anything like that. So a lot of times, probably a good example of what I should have showed you. But by putting the email in the quotes, you can get a more detailed list of what you're looking for. And probably about 50% of the time, you can find what you're looking for. So with that, I'm going to go back to our screen, wherever my screen went to, which is neither one of these. I'm going to close it out. I am going to open it up. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Yay! I was able to stop sharing the screen. So just to go back to review where we were, you can go to a company if you're looking for an email address. You don't have it, you can go to the web address. You can research the web address to see maybe if there's a team members on there and there's an email address. But if not, you should go right to the contact page. When you go to the contact page, you look there, it may be on that. And if it's not on the contact page, then you right click on your mouse anywhere on the website. Your drop down, when you right click, you'll see view source, select view source. You'll see the HTML page pop up. And at that point in time, you're going to get control on your keyboard, control F. You're going to type in the @ sign, and then you're going to ping every @ sign you see. You're going to go through every single one on the screen. The second tip is for Google and trying to find an email address. You would type in a person's name, and then you would type in quote, email, and then hit the enter bar, and that will get you into your string. And again, that that's kind of hit and miss, but it's better than not knowing it and spending hours to find it. It's a nice little shortcut. And I would say 3 times out of 10, 4 times out of 10, that will work for you. Some websites don't offer that capability. I do my searches right now. I believe I'm doing my searches in I don't know what I'm doing my searches in. But I'm doing my searches on a browser. So whatever your browser you're using, follow these tips and tricks, and hopefully they work for you. I thank you very, very much for your time. If you like the content, please like and please subscribe, and we'll be bringing you some really interesting content again in the next couple of days. Thanks again, and have a